Good morning, I am Sharon Reshef, and I am thrilled to be speaking to you all today about my sound project, Remember Me. Remember Me is an interactive app-based sonic experience that guides participants on an auditory journey through a landscape. The app archives binaural recordings and photographs of myself listening at multiple locations throughout the landscape. Participants can journey to these locations, orient themselves according to the photographs, and listen with their own headphones to the correlating recording. Remember Me is an auditory voyage through time and space, transporting its participants to the past through a sonic portal. Remember Me was part of the 2019 Prague Quadrennial, an international festival of scenography and design. Being part of the site-specific exhibition that was held at the Prague Exhibition Grounds, Remember Me archived the sonic environment of these grounds prior to the festival in an immersive and interactive app. The rich sonic history embedded in the grounds is unearthed when participants listen to the recordings and recognize that this soundscape has a story to tell. The Remember Me app was developed in correlation with Toasterlab. Toasterlab was incredible to work with. They listened to my ideas for the app and brought it to life on an accessible platform where I was able to contribute content and further explore the design of the app. Toasterlab was able to support my project by making the app run without data or Wi-Fi, to accommodate the majority of international people on a limited data plan, and by providing the content in a simple and organized fashion. Here is a screenshot from the Remember Me app that displays an aerial map of the exhibition grounds with the exact pinpoints of each location where recordings were taken. The map can be zoomed in and out to help participants orient themselves in the grounds. The content related to each of the locations were captured a week prior to the festival to emphasize that these are soundscapes of the past. By listening to audio recordings of the past, even from a week ago, it elicits participants to imagine the deep and rich sonic history rooted in the landscape. During this time, my photographer and audio engineer, Alec Hussey, and I explored the grounds through our ears, stopping to listen and capture sonic moments, ultimately choosing locations based on sound. The recordings captured the mundane everyday life that build and add to the rich history of the Prague Exhibition Grounds. When a red circle is clicked, a pop-up displays a binaural recording, a photograph, and a date and time stamp. For those unfamiliar with binaural recording, it is done with binaural microphones. The device has two microphones that are attached to earphones, and each earphone is placed in the ears of the individual recording. I wore these binaural microphones to capture the sonic land from my perspective to create a spatialized 3D sound sensation. Participants were able to listen to the recorded environment with headphones exactly as I did on that day, at that time, and in that spot. Using binaural microphones to capture the soundscapes added to the immersive experience, for it fabricated the past in the present. The ears travel to the past, but the body remains in the present. With time and date stamps, the participants were made aware that these recordings are preserving sonic moments of the land. The intent of the project was to demonstrate the fleetingness of sound that holds historical content of an environment. By archiving and preserving these sounds that may never perform again can be revisited, reheard, and remembered. Here's just a close-up. Since the sound was captured through my ears, the position of my body during the recording became important to the listening experience of the participants. By photographing myself listening in each location, participants were able to position themselves, according to the photograph, to fully immerse their ears and body into the sounds of the past. The photographs also aided the participants in identifying the exact spot within the locations. During the festival, there was an opportunity to document and to promote the project. I performed with a group of participants, moving and listening to multiple locations together. Here are a few photos from this spot. And here's another example of another location. You can see the time and date stamps, a close-up, and people participating. Now here's another one. This location is the only one within a structure. This was the industrial palace where many international installations and projects were displayed and was a headquarters for the festival. I wanted to capture this location because of the drastic alterations that would be evident during the festival. The sounds of the festival were heavily present, making the juxtaposition with the past more powerful. It also gave an opportunity to document the creation of this international festival. And here's a space during the festival with participants. You can imagine lying in this space that is heavily occupied with people and art while listening to the same space yet empty. The recording highlighted the sounds of an historical architectural space as it was being prepared and transformed into a historical international event. Here is a location where weather had a strong impact on the experience. When the recording was taken, it was heavily raining. The binaural recording captured the rain droplets hitting my head that was covered with a rain jacket, emphasizing the sound of impact. Here, during the festival, 2 participants listened to the recording during a warm, bright day. No rain, yet while listening to the recording, a cocoon of rain surrounds their heads. And here's another photo of other participants. This location had distinct human activity when it was recorded. There was music playing from the little amusement park, students on a field trip giggling and speaking Czech, and a garbage trunk honking. The recording captured a story that was unique to that day, that time, and that location. Here are 2 individuals listening to the same recording as they are surrounded with other people and other vehicles. It brought these delightful moments of parallel between the recorded past and the present. As a child from the recording walks by on your left, it is synchronized with a child passing by on your left in the present. To experience the Remember Me app that archives the sounds of the Prague Exhibition Grounds, you can visit my website at sharonreshef.com/remember-me. Information on downloading the app is available for Android and Apple users and offers an EPUB interactive file. Remember Me emphasizes the immersive sensation of listening to the past in its originating location. The experience connects participants with their surrounding environment by focusing and emphasizing the landscape's fleeting soundscape. The sounds are indigenous to these environments and to this time are digitally preserved. Even though these recordings captured the mundane everyday life, they demonstrate the worth and importance of preserving sounds that one day may never perform again. These oral records remind us that our land has a past with monumental memories and a voice with a story to tell. Thank you.
Ha 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 ha!